What are coronaviruses? Overview. The coronaviruses will be described after a brief review of the basics under the following headings: unicellular organisms, what are viruses, are viruses alive, viral genome, single-stranded RNA viruses, nucleocapsid, coronaviruses. Unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms can be classified as prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Examples of prokaryotes include bacteria, mycoplasma, chlamydia, and rickettsia. Examples of eukaryotes include protozoa and fungi. Common features of all unicellular organisms include presence of cell wall, presence of both types of nucleic acids, that is DNA and RNA, presence of ribosomes, and multiplication by binary fission. What are viruses? Viruses are infectious agents of small size and simple composition that are obligate intracellular parasites. The infective extracellular form of a virus is called the virion. Viruses do not fall in the category of unicellular organisms because of several reasons. They lack cellular organization. They contain only one type of nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA. They lack ribosomes, and they multiply by complex process and not by binary fission. Are viruses alive? Viruses occupy the borderline zone that separates living from non-living. They share few features with other living organisms, like they have genetic material, they replicate, they evolve through natural selection. On the other hand, they lack few features found in living organisms, like they are not made of cells that grow and divide. They can't keep themselves in stable state. They can't make their own energy, that is, they don't convert food into energy or capture sunlight. Therefore, some scientists have described them as living chemicals. Viral genome. Viruses are classified into four main categories depending on the type of nucleic acid in their genome. They include double-stranded DNA viruses like herpes virus, adenovirus, hepadnavirus, etc. Single-stranded DNA virus like parvovirus. Single-stranded RNA viruses like coronavirus, picornavirus, rhabdovirus, etc. Double-stranded RNA virus like reovirus. Single-stranded RNA viruses. Viruses depend on the host ribosomes to make their proteins. Ribosomes only read mRNA, so viruses must first transfer their genome into mRNA so that the ribosome can read them and make the viral proteins. Single-stranded RNA viruses can be classified according to the sense or polarity of their RNA into negative sense and positive sense. Positive sense viral RNA is similar to mRNA and is readable for ribosomes. Therefore, it can be immediately translated by the host cell. Example of positive sense single-stranded RNA include coronaviruses. Negative sense viral RNA is complementary to mRNA and is not readable for the ribosomes. Therefore, it must be converted to positive sense RNA by an RNA polymerase before translation. Example of negative sense single-stranded RNA include influenza viruses. Nucleocapsid. In viruses, a protein coat that covers the genome is called capsid. The capsid is composed of repeating subunits called capsomers. The capsid with the enclosed nucleic acid is known as the nucleocapsid. Some viral nucleocapsids have icosahedral symmetry, whereas others have helical symmetry. In viruses with icosahedral symmetry, the capsomers are arranged in 20 triangles with the approximate outline of a sphere. In viruses with helical symmetry, the capsomers are arranged in a hollow coil that appears rod-shaped. Coronaviruses. Coronaviruses are a group of related RNA viruses that cause diseases in mammals and birds. The name coronavirus is derived from Latin corona, meaning crown, because of the characteristic appearance of virus under the electron microscope. They are enveloped viruses with a positive sense single-stranded RNA genome and a nucleocapsid of helical symmetry. COVID-19 is a disease caused by coronavirus. Full form of COVID-19 is CO for corona, VI for virus, D for disease, and 19 for 2019. Thank you.